Hey everyone. So, been going live a lot lately, but today I really have something I wanted to talk about. I talk about my weight loss a lot, and not being vague about what I'm doing. I just want to put it out there, and kind of a lot of what I do is just to get feedback from people and find out what everybody else is doing, what everybody else's results are. I'm not driving today because I really want to take the time to focus on this topic. I'm not going to get a lot into what I've done in the past, because if you look at my old lives, even yesterday's, I kind of get into that a little bit. I just want to talk about what's working for me. I want to ask what's working for you. I want to tell you what's not working for me, what has not worked for me. So, hi Christy, I love you. So, here we go. So, everybody knows I had gastric bypass. That's in the past. I was not a success on that. But what I will get into is what's happened this time. So, fast rewind. October of last 2022, my husband and I had decided, let's get really serious. We were ballooned up, both of us, and had gastric bypass and were miserable. So we were like, hey, let's do the gastric revision. That's like something that's out there. The hospital offers it. I'm double insured. So I was like, this has got to be great. It'll work. I went to the weight loss clinic at the hospital and found out that no, I was not a candidate for that. My hernia surgery that I had the prior January had revealed in the x-rays, my pouch was intact. So basically, I am not losing weight and fat just because I like to eat. I mean, I out-ate my gastric bypass. Everybody knows that. And so, no, I was not a candidate. But they had options for medical intervention, dietitian, counseling, all that good stuff. So I decided to go that route. And what I did was, I was not a candidate for the Semaglutide, Ozempic, all the big things that are going on right now, because I'm not diabetic. I mean, I'm pre-diabetic, but I don't fall in that category. So what I did was I started, and I'm going to tell you, I started this cocktail, and it was like maybe March of last year. And it was metformin, topiramate, and phentermine, also known as crack cocaine. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to get into that and why you shouldn't do it. And if you're doing it and having success and feel great, awesome. People with high anxiety like myself, it's terrible. But it is a weight loss drug, and it really works. So I did that starting in March, but I also really kicked up my workout. And like I said yesterday, I only started like 10 minutes because 291, I was not physically capable of pushing it. So I would do like 10 minutes of cardio and my heart rate would go up. And so, it was hard for me to say whether it was the drugs or if it was the workout or the combination of the two. Now I know what it was. So I did that for a while. I don't know. What are we, month in? Like, I don't know. It might have been around the holidays. Oh, here's the deal. Back up. So in September, I stalled because I stopped working out. Now, I was still on the medication, but I've been the same weight since September. And so since none of it was working anymore, I felt the medication, and I was literally just nuts. I felt, I don't know how people do methamphetamines or crack cocaine, because it's insane. And I felt like I was just doing too much. Like I was spitting all the time and no weight loss. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. Like I don't like uppers. So I said, I want to stop. And actually they were like, no, you don't need to. And I'm like, yeah, no, I really need to. So I stopped. And they said, how about we try the Semaglutide? And it's been a few months ago. How about you start the Semaglutide, and you can actually get it through a compound pharmacy, and insurance doesn't cover it, but there's like some coupon code or whatever. So it's expensive. So I'm not like, if you're on it or not on it or getting it cheap or want to get on it, it's expensive. But I'm going to tell you something. So what I'm about to say is controversial, and that's fine. Because people that are having serious success on it, and I'm part of all these Semaglutide groups and all this stuff, and people are just killing it, not working out at all, and still losing all the weight. And I'm like, because here's the deal. I did not work out when I started it, and no weight loss. Like, I was still hungry, and they upped my dose to like the highest dose, and I'm paying like millions. And I was like, no. So I'm still on it. I don't know where I'm at with that right now. But I will say, like with anything, and I've always said, working out is key. I'm not even kidding you. So, I had remained stagnant. Like there was no weight loss until I started really working out. So this is going to be a big kudos talk about working out. I know it's semaglutide and that. But I also want to hear from people that are on the semaglutide, and I know several that are doing killer and like all these other medications. People very close to me are doing great on it and not working out. But it did not work for me, and it's not working for me. And I'm going to talk on Friday to my doctor and be like, why am I the exception to the rule? Only when I'm working out and burning the calories that way do I not feel hungry. And I'm, what goes in, you have to burn out, whatever. There's some analogy for it. I can't remember what it is. But I want to hear back from people who are on the semaglutide and killing it and why you think that's working for you. Because to me, it's really not. And so why are people like me going to pay the money and not lose weight when you can? Now, it might stave a little bit of my hunger. I don't know. I don't feel like it. I don't know. I'm still hungry. I ate half a jar of marshmallow fluff last night. I'm not even kidding you. But I worked out super hard yesterday, 16-minute mile. Today was 15:39. So that's another thing about setting goals and reaching those goals is start at your worst and just really work. It might take forever and it sounds like it sucks. But I mean, I'm like, 2 years in? I don't even know. A year and a half in? Whatever it is. And I'm finally running and I'm at a 15:39 mile. And I could do it and I didn't die and I feel great. And today I'm 239.6. But I mean, I was 249 when I started the semaglutide, which is 10 pounds in 4 months or whatever. But those pounds, like 3/4 of it didn't come off until I was killing it with the workout. And I'm really on a very strict diet right now. And that was like through my coworker, like I said. My dietitian, I'm going to run that by her and she's going to be fabulous with it. Because she's super awesome. But I binge, like we've talked about before, and even on the semaglutide, I can binge. Who knew? And I had gastric bypass, and my pouch is apparently still small. I will get physically sick and pass out, but I can overeat. So, I don't know what's better, Ozempic. I don't know if it's Wegovy, Mounjaro, semaglutide. I mean, I know of people, like I said, that are killing it without working out. But I have to work out. I don't know if it's my genetics. I don't know. What do you know? Somebody help me. I don't want to go off it because then somebody else was saying if you go off it, you get fat again, which I'm fat anyway, but you know what I mean? Like super fat again. I don't want to do that. So I was on the highest dose. And since I felt like it wasn't doing anything, I lowered the dose myself because I'm like, I'm not going to spend. I mean, it's based on the jar and you do it yourself. And, you get one jar. And so if like you're on the lowest dose, you can use that jar forever. If you go on the higher dose, I mean, you're like half a jar, every 2 weeks. Oh, I think my Amazon package is here. Anyway, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Anyway, so what is everybody doing? This is what I'm doing. And this is my journey. And I love sharing it with people because so many people are like, this is great. And it's motivating me. I mean, so many people I heard from yesterday, in my private messages, I was just like, yes. That's what I want to do. I'm not a motivational speaker. Maybe I sound like one, and maybe I'm not trying to be. That's just it. I am trying to get what everybody's doing, and I want everybody to get on the same page. And I know we're not on the same page. Everybody's motivation, dedication, body, your metabolism. I know everybody's different. I happen to just have the genes. If you've ever met my family, we can eat, and we're big people. So I am at my lightest of my life, even like from high school. I was very fat in high school, those of you knew me. I feel fantastic right now, but I'm still 60 pounds from goal. I'm 117 down from my very highest, but I am literally 60 pounds away. So it sounds like a lot, but even for me, I do have a package. Awesome. Even for me, where was I going? I got super excited when I saw my stuff. Feel like I have so far to go. But I'm not discouraged. That's just it. So even if this semaglutide doesn't work, I'm never going back on phentermine. Anybody that has been recommended it, if you have any amount of anxiety or high energy like me, don't do it. It's terrible. For me, it was terrible. But try the semaglutide if you want to. Like I said, there's so many people having success with it. But I'm just floundering. And I feel like if I don't work out, the weight doesn't come off. And I'm less hungry when I'm working out because I I physically feel fantastic. I'm building muscle. I'm weightlifting now, and I'm running. So will that stay forever? Am I like the greatest motivational speaker ever? No, because like I said, I've had so many failures, and this is not a major kudos to myself, because while yes, right now I feel fantastic, so much of my life I have felt not fantastic. And a lot of you that know me know that. Anyway, what are your thoughts on that? That's my story, where I'm at. I'll constantly share. If you want a private message and talk about it, talk about, hi, Heidi, meatball. This is my story and where I have come from in the last year and a half. And like I said, if you go back to my other stuff, you'll see where I've been through my life. And this has been a journey since 1974. In my first Weight Watchers meeting at the age of 8 years old, I have constantly struggled with it. So I feel like I may be sort of an expert in the field of what works and doesn't work for me. And maybe you're a lot like me. So we can swap stories. We can encourage each other. A lot of people have jumped on and want to do the encouragement thing. And it is so important to have people that are in your corner and doing the same thing and struggling and can talk about struggles. A lot of time people that I do talk to, I'm like, it's terrible. Like I said, the marshmallow fluff last night I ate like a half jar. I can eat in a sitting. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. My whole feeling on that is, and that comes from somebody that's on the medication. So it's not like I'm just judgy. I think it's great if it's working for you. It's not really the real, like I'm not like, oh my gosh, semaglutide is a wonder drug and I'm killing it on that. No, I have to burn the frickin' calories because I can still binge and I can still eat on it. People may think, oh, she is eating less. And I am, I guess a little bit, but it's nowhere near. I see these stories of people that are like, I can't eat at all. I mean, I don't eat for days. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I wake up like starving and I go to bed starving. Am I starving less? Maybe. But like I said, workout, the dedication to myself, almost 50 this year, wanting to be healthy, being the healthiest I can be. I found out I'm predispositioned for pancreatic cancer that my mother died from. It's a genetic thing, breast cancer and ovarian cancer. So it is so important for me to eat healthy, do the healthy things, be as healthy as I can. I don't want to die at 64 like my mother, who was overweight and struggled with her weight her whole life. So anyways, gonna finish this off with, what are y'all doing? Be honest. And if you want to share privately with me, I won't share your story at all. You don't have to share on here. If you want to comment on here for other people to see what's working for you, do that. You are helping people. I'm helping people. And that's, I don't get paid for this. This is not some, let me get Facebook famous or anything. It's literally for people that are, hey, Joelle, that want to do positive things in their life and lose the weight and what is working for you. If you're doing Weight Watchers, I know people that are killing it on Weight Watchers. I've done Weight Watchers, been successful, not successful. So there you go. Go back and watch if you want to. If you have any questions, if I didn't answer something, ask me and I'll go back over it, because a lot of times when I'm talking, my brain, if people that know me, is like, oh, and I kind of go all over the place. Megan made fun of me because she's like, oh my gosh, your topic's like you go off. So that's why I tried to keep a topic today. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. What are y'all doing? Have you been successful on it? I've mildly been, I guess. I'm down, like I said, a lot, but a lot of it has been, I feel, the phentermine was great, but no, I don't recommend it. The semaglutide, I do, for those that are killing it on it, because y'all are, a lot of you are. But that's my story. So anyways, comment, message me privately if you don't want people to see, or you don't want people, there's a lot of people that don't want people to know what they've done as far as surgery or medications they're on. I am an open book. Ask me, I'll tell you. I don't know a stranger. People at the grocery store know what I'm doing. People at Lane Bryant know what I'm doing, because I just overshare all the time. Hi, Amy. So there you go. Thoughts.